All right. What's up? It's your girl, Zanny, aka Zanny Ocean. I am here with Miss Kyra, aka Killer Kai, and Ellis, aka Boo This Man. We are the Derelict Collective. This is the Derelict Collective podcast, and this is episode 4. Or is it 5? 4, 5. 5. Episode 5. All right. What y'all niggas came to talk about today? What are we talking about here? Niggas lying, storytelling and things.
Faking the funk, as the old heads say.
Lying on the videos.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off. I guess what we're gonna talk about is industry gang culture. Like, who's really with the shit, who ain't really with the shit, who paid their way into the shit, and who was born in the shit, I guess. Let's be honest. There's a long culture of gang shit in music in general, especially hip hop. You know, there's a lot of rappers who talk about where they're from, what they grew up doing, and then there's a handful of niggas that lie about shit that they do and where they're from and what gang they're affiliated with, and some of those people just happen to be the infamous Tekashi 6ix9ine. He happens to be one of my least favorite gang-affiliated rappers.
I think he's everybody's.
Probably Blueface.
Yeah.
You. Blueface, I mean, the fact that he can't rap on beat and he can't crip walk on beat, like, what the fuck can he do on beat? Maybe lie on beat about his gang related, but you know, that's pretty much
it. On beat either.
Yeah, I think he could lie on beat. That's what, like, yo. But beat. The thing is, like the gangs are, I would say, look at the gangs like businesses, because most people don't look at them the right way. Most people don't realize they operate like businesses in a lot of ways. So what's the thing every business is never going to turn down?
Money.
Funding. Right. So, you know, these dudes roll up there, you know, to bolster whatever street cred they had or like try to create some. You know, you make a deal. Hey, you know, we'll give you this, that, and the third, and you can kind of roll with us. Like it was known that 50 kind of paid niggas when he got to LA to be affiliated with them. You know, it's they pay for the affiliation. You know.
So what about Lil Wayne?
I mean, yeah, Wayne is one of them, and I think Nipsey spoke on it before as well. Like, you know, he was trying to be political with him. Like, he didn't want to come out and say Wayne was a fraud, but by the end of what he was saying, he kind of said, "But yeah, I don't really fuck with that shit." You know, because it's well known that Wayne and Baby have paid people, you know, to run with them.
Right.
You know, they've been doing that for quite some time. It's like, you know, even back to their home in New Orleans. You know, a lot of people will say when you go there, they don't really have the clout that they claim to have had. You know, so.
I mean, what is the purpose of gang affiliation these days anyway? Like, it's not like it was back in the 70s when they were actually providing healthcare and food and shit for the community.
Right.
Like, the point of it now.
I mean, some of them still do. Like, that's the thing. If you look at like Big U, for instance, right? Mm-hmm. Big U is a Crip OG, but like he's literally known for coming out of prison and running reform programs and things like that. You know, being involved in the community, getting his set involved in actually helping people and not just banging. Mm-hmm. There are still a lot of those out there. You know, like gangs are still kind of, some of them, especially like in places that is actually happening. Like there's affiliations everywhere, but like there's hot spots.
Right.
You know, I know Little Rock has always been a hot spot. You know, we know Chicago, we know LA. we know those places are actually famous for their gang culture. You know, so it's just like they do it differently than everybody else does. So they're kind of still doing it because it's a part of their community. You know, that's kind of what it is with them.
So are the rappers tainting the legacy of these gangs?
I don't think so, because the thing is, like, the gangs can say, like, you know, I mean, like I said, they operate like businesses.
Right, right.
You know, he paid us to protect him. Would we be upset are we ever upset that Jay-Z has private security? Are we upset at the private security company? No,
Right.
you know, like they operate like that. It's like, you know, these dudes, I mean, they can't be out here acting crazy on the name of the gang. You know, they don't call no shots. Mm-hmm. Like I remember Floyd when that whole Soulja Boy and Chris Brown thing was going on. Like the confusion on his face, you know, trying to figure out like, how are y'all affiliated and y'all both not from here? Like, you know, because Soulja Boy was talking about, you know, how you're Pyru and all of that. And Floyd was just like, this don't make sense. You know, even he didn't understand it. You know, and it's like, but a lot of people don't, you know, especially when you operate in places like LA, mm-hmm. where, I mean, even with security, those gangs have been known to run up on people. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of stories of niggas and their security laying on the ground.
Right.
You know, so in order for that not to happen while you out there flexing and acting like you something you not, you have to pay them. I mean, think about it. That was kind of what led those dudes here in Atlanta to press the baby when he was doing that video shoot.
Oh.
You know, you come into our neighborhood without saying anything. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like you can't go to Detroit if you on that side of the fence. You can't go to Detroit unless you hit up Trick Trick.
Yeah.
And if you don't, somebody will pay you a visit.
Is that similar video when Soulja Boy got ran out of the hood because he was hugging one dude? Okay.
Yes.
On the other side of that, like what is going on with Faizon Love and Dave East?
I don't know, man. Faizon is old. Faizon been old grumpy get off my lawn nigga. Mm-hmm. Like he's like a combination of Steve Harvey and Uncle Ruckus. Like it's just like he's both of those dudes in one. And I mean, he just come out the blue and be saying shit. It don't always be wrong though. Like that's the thing. So the fucked up part about Faizon is that sometimes he's right. So you have to sit there and listen to the bullshit to sometimes get the truth. In the instance of a dude like Dave East, I mean, I'm not gonna speak on Dave East's reputation in the streets because I don't really know it. Mm-hmm. But I mean, his name didn't really mean a whole lot maybe outside of New York before we knew who Dave East was in terms of that.
Right.
You know, I haven't heard it at least. So I think Faizon, and you gotta consider Faizon is from West. They all look at gangs differently. You know, like I said, the places where people are actively banging every day, where the banging is literally a part of their family structure. Mm-hmm. You know, like there's a bunch of gangs in New York also, but like New York operates a different way. East Coast cities just operate a different way.
Yeah,
these people are raised generations in these gangs. You know, so people like him are also going to look at it different.
But how much different though? Because I look at it like Dave East was really tight with Nipsey. So why would Faizon say what he said?
Faizon in that video pretty much that I saw was just saying that Nip was just trying to be respectful. Nip was trying to be nice. Yeah. He really downplayed it, like Nip knew what was up. So, but
I feel like Nip was such a straightforward dude, and I don't think that his image he would fuck with somebody just on the strength of.
And that's what I think.
Politics are everywhere, though.
Yeah. Remember, okay. Right. In the game too, politics.
So think about how disrespectful he was to Tekashi on record. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
When he was talking about Wayne, it was kind of like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
You know. And then at the end, he was like, yeah, but that's some bullshit. Like, as is, you know, see what I'm saying? Like, so in the instance of Dave East, maybe Dave East is not affiliated that way, but like you said, they have a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So even though he might even say it to Dave East in Dave East's face behind closed doors.
Right.
That might be a thing that they talk about.
Right.
But like, he's not going to do him in public because relationships matter.
Gotcha.
Just call it what it is, you know?
Gotcha.
I think that might be it.
Okay.
So basically, niggas is out here being storytellers and telling stories. So let's talk about the best storytellers in rap. It's definitely not 6ix9ine.
No.
Or could it be? Because he's telling.
He is a storyteller,
right?
I mean, that nigga's a liar. Yeah,
and there's that. There is the difference. There's a difference. So I don't have like an official list because it really.
I do.
This of course. Well, you always come prepared. Like I know. I guess who should be in that list, but I don't know that I necessarily have a say on like who's number one and who's the best, because I'm learning that I don't always objectively listen to things, and
my list is completely subjective. Like it's in no particular order. It's just who I thought up at the time that I thought of storytellers. Should I go through the whole list or should I just?
No, yeah.
Okay. So I got like 10 people in an honorable mention, but I'm not going to mention one of the honorable mentions because he's never really had a fucking solo album. So
woo! Shots about to be fired.
Did I even mention them at all or whatever?
We're sorry,
but he definitely wasn't in the top 10. He was just like the honorable mention. My personal number one, like I said, I am completely biased with this, is going to be Slick Rick.
Not a bad one.
I chose Slick Rick for Children's Story, Hey Young World, and Mona Lisa. Those are my 3 favorite songs by that man, and it's literally like one of the top stories ever. Like you can visualize what he's rapping in the song.
Mm-hmm.
Big, of course, because I love him. Nas. I think Scarface tells really good stories.
Yes. Oh my God, you're making
wow. Tupac. I mean, you can't name Big without naming Tupac. It's just like they go hand in hand. Ice Cube, I thought had like a really good storyline in a lot of his albums, his solo albums. DMX, because that's my nigga. So he got really good stories.
He does.
And as big as and as long as these fucking songs are, Wu-Tang, I think has really good stories in there.
Okay. I'm not bad at your list though. Like I'm not bad at that.
I did good.
No, I'm not bad at that at all. Mine is it's a good ass list.
Yeah.
Let me keep it 100 with you. I'm so it's forcing me to make a list. If I had a list, mine wouldn't be like some of the people that are on yours are on mine. Like I love Scarface as a storyteller. But I'd go Rakim. I go Big number one. Yeah. I go Big number one. Big is like to me the most vivid storyteller we've ever seen in rap. Maybe in music for real.
I think so.
Like I listen to Johnny Cash a lot, and he was a good storyteller, believe it or not. But Big was just like mad vivid with his storytelling. So it's just like, I'm sorry.
Right.
The best storytellers come from the East Coast. Go figure. So I go Big. I got Rakim. Jay is a sneaky storyteller. Mm-hmm. When he does tell stories, they're very good. Very good. Rick Ross. Rick Ross, I keep telling people his music is are pretty much like movies. I mean, think about it. You can see the things he's talking about. So I have him on my list. So what I got? Big, Rakim, Jay, Nas, of course. I mean, the nigga has a story about being a gun.
Right.
Yeah. I wanted to put Slick Rick. And as much as I agree with you on all those songs, I just feel like the others evolved. Mm-hmm. They were the evolved versions of him, pretty much. So It's not to say he wasn't a great storyteller, you know, but it's like when you listen to Nas, I mean, Nas told the story backwards. And none of us had to listen to the record twice to get it. Like, you know how much skill that takes? Like, it wasn't like, it was actually one of his easier to understand records. Like, that's how good he is at it. So, not like Nas edged out Slick Rick on my list. Slick Rick is in my top 10, though. And so is Scarface. I didn't have Tupac. He did have a couple good story songs, but, like, I don't know, man. They were kind of like the same stories people been telling.
Yeah, but I guess it was just like a different perspective for me. I think that's
it was. I'm definitely not trying to disrespect it. I don't want to take away from it, but like when you look at Jay-Z Meet the Parents, like that was an interesting story that he told.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to Eminem tell stories and we don't want to hear them.
At all, ever.
No.
Nobody wants to hear about you murdering people in a trailer park, bro.
Right, and throwing up your fucking mom's spaghetti. No one cares.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess my official list outside of the official East Coast starter pack, I did not have Tupac.
It's the second time we do that.
I mean, for real, like you knew we was gonna say Big, we was gonna say Jay, we was gonna say Nas,
right?
Slick Rick back and forth. I mean, Scarface. That's why I was like, I mean, I would say like you said Woo, but you know, of course, I'm gonna say like Ghostface, like that's my favorite.
Yeah, Ghostface
on my list.
So you would think that I would say Kanye, but I'm not gonna put Kanye in the storyteller. I'm not gonna put Kanye in this category because when we think storytellers, we don't think Kanye, and I'm not gonna force him in there because I don't.
Thank you. Jesus.
I would put him there. You know, like, and I'm not, because when we think about our favorite Kanye songs, it's not his storytelling songs anyway. So
he does have some good stories, though.
I mean, he does. I'm not gonna say he you know, but that's not what we came here for.
No.
It's like when you think of these other artists, you instantly see the story.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Right. You know, or it's just him telling a story over a beat and talking. Like he's just ranting. Which is fine with me, you know, but everybody doesn't come for a good Kanye rant. Like he can have a whole album of him ranting over his beats, and y'all know that shit would be fucking fun.
You don't even need a beat.
That shit would be fucking
you could do it a cappella, you love it.
Platinum. Man.
I still wouldn't listen, but
you know, it's all right. I'll tell you what he said. I'll tell you. I will tell you what he said. So I guess, like, you know, some people are not the best storytellers. Some people are not the best singers. And I feel like there's some people, you know, like we just need to tell the truth that these people can't sing. Sometimes people not being able to sing still doesn't not stop us from liking the song. Because as I've learned, a thing doesn't have to be good for you to like it.
Oh, okay. All right. Because here's the thing, and I know y'all about to wear me out with these lists. Hey, like let me because most people do not judge this thing correctly. Just because you don't like the person does not mean they can't sing. Maybe you don't like loud singers. Maybe you like softer singers. That does not mean that the softer singers you like are better singers than the ones that are loud, because usually they aren't. Like, when we talk about people that can sing, like, think about the people we grew up on that our parents grew up on that they kind of, you know, ushered us into. Mm-hmm. You know, Patty, whether you like her or not, was a good singer. Shaka Khan, great singer. Aretha, great singer. Whitney, great singer. These women could show up anywhere at any time and sing any song. And they had Patti LaBelle on fucking Sesame Street. Like Whitney showed up to the Super Bowl in sweatpants and sang the national anthem. And it's one of the greatest songs I've ever heard. I don't even like that song. But I hear it and I get emotional. Niggas would not kneel if Whitney was singing the national anthem. There would be no kneeling. It was just that good. So it's like, think about that when you're judging singers. Maybe you like somebody. I like a lot of people. Like, I like a lot of people that are just holding a note to a beat. And that's fine. That doesn't mean their music ain't fire. Solange has a better album overall than most of the people I think can sing better than her. Think about that.
So I hear what you're saying, and whatever. It's like, how some people can't eat cilantro. They got that thing, and it makes cilantro taste like soap. Did y'all know that, or is this a?
No, I did.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
I'm not one of those people, but I know.
That's some wild shit.
So yes, there is like a hormone, a gene, the soap gene, right? And it literally makes cilantro taste like soap to you, and you have no choice. And so, what if our ears kind of operate in the same way? So, like, what if literally what you're saying? What if I just don't hear it? And it's not that I'm judging this wrong, and I'm not looking at the vibrato and the notes and the octaves and the on paper, this was classically changed. It literally, once it's in my ear, that shit just don't hit. Their voice just don't hit it's my soap gene, and the shit sound like slaw.
That was a really good way to a bullshit point. That's what that was. Bro. Because no, you are already prejudging the thing because you don't like it. Already. Yes. So how can you now claim when I got here I didn't like it? No, you didn't like it before you walked through the door.
No, I tried it. I gotta know that the cilantro tastes like soap. I have to eat the cilantro to know it tastes like soap.
I tell you what. Okay, how about this? When that becomes a thing, when y'all can back that up with medical research, y'all bring it on back to the Derelict Collective podcast, and we'll do a topic on it.
I will. Then we'll coin it as the ear soap gene.
Jesus.
Yes,
this is not happening. This is not happening.
That's what it's going to be.
Sorry, can you write that down, please?
Don't write that down.
The ear soap gene. Yes.
Ear soap gene, because bitch.
I think y'all need some in your ears. I think that's the problem.
I just feel like the term, I don't care what y'all say about scientific support and shit. That it's subjective to me.
It's not even subjective.
If I personally feel like somebody can't sing, then I am going to feel like you can't sing. I don't care what Harry, Mary, John, George, I don't care what they say. I'm never going to play your shit because I don't like it.
Stop right there. Stop. See? That's
and I had to have heard the song or your voice before I made such a decision. Because watch when I drop this list, you might stroke out.
Like, I'm sure I will, because once again, y'all are, it's not subjective. Y'all want it to be subjective. It is not. Like, I tell you what, I don't have to use science. We can just use good old dumb common sense.
Okay.
Right?
And she trying to call us dumb. Go ahead. All right.
Now you're the common sense master.
Right.
That's what we doing now? That's what we doing? Y'all really trying me today. Okay. So, no. Put it this way. Beyonce sings and dances, right? Who sings and dances like Beyonce? Nobody, right? So even if you want to show up to a Beyonce show, you could show up for the singing or you could show up for the dancing. But there's more than one thing to show up for, right? When you go to an Adele show, those people are literally only packing arenas because she can sing. Because she does nothing else.
Adele can't sing though.
No. Is that what we do now?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
I held my tongue.
You niggas want to be difficult tonight. That's what this is.
All right. Well,
let me go ahead and read my list so you can snap out. My absolute number one person who can't fucking sing, Tina Marie. Now I took Patty off, okay, because there's a number of reasons, okay. Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, Rihanna, J-Lo, John fucking Legend, okay.
Can I ask a question?
Nope.
Who ever said J-Lo can sing?
No, there's a lot of people who support her.
Yeah, that she sell albums and she sang this.
And she's singing and dancing and shit, okay? Jenny from the Block is out here.
That's why she was at the
Just because people like her music, they think she... People are actually saying J-Lo can sing, or they're saying they like her music.
Keep what you just said. Just because people like her don't mean she can sing. Keep that same fucking
That's literally what I
did. No, but I just want you to hold on to that. Hold on to it and put it in your hand. Go on, Kylie.
I mean, she's still selling fucking music, okay? This
you don't need to be able to say
entire thing in Vegas.
Do y'all know how many records Neo has sold? That nigga can't sing a lick. You don't have to be able to sing to sell. I'm not saying that.
I mean, first of all, we didn't even realize that Neo had albums until Brittany read them to us the other day.
Well, I like Neo.
That explains a lot.
I mean, I am hurt that you don't have Neo on your list, but you have John Legend on your list.
I mean, John Legend is not
America's Sweetheart. She got Winner.
He's not a good singer though.
A friend.
He's not a good singer though.
I love you.
Can I finish my list or?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yep.
Keith Sweat.
Of course.
A. Marie.
Please don't get him started.
Alicia Keys.
Absolutely.
Candy Burrs.
That's fucked up.
I got some honorable mentions in here too. All right, Omarion.
Absolutely.
Rest in peace, but Aaliyah.
I mean, yeah.
Janae Aiko.
She's on my list.
Knows that.
Post 2005, Mariah Carey.
Disrespectful.
Yes.
Disrespectful.
God damn it.
Disrespectful.
How? She can't sing.
Disrespectful.
Maya.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I still got Patti LaBelle in there, but she down there.
I
got Patti because I don't like Patty's voice.
Okay.
Not that I don't like her music. I don't like her voice.
All right.
I mean,
Ari's gonna read my list for me.
Her voice I can understand her voice being a bit to take by some people.
And that's how I feel about Tina Marie, though.
It's a unique voice. No, stop that. I was gonna let you rattle that with it. You brought it back up. Don't.
She circled on back around. I
redeemed yourself by having Alicia Keys on the list.
I run laps.
So
Tina Marie.
I'm going to do Big Boss a favor by not having half of her say Voldemort's name too many times in the day, aka Beyonce. So her list was Beyonce, J-Lo, Janae, SZA, and India Arie.
Hold up.
Those last two right there, Ellis, I'm going to let you go ahead and lay that up.
I mean, once again, who thought SZA was a good singer? Like, I don't know. Who says that? I feel like, who are these people saying these things to y'all?
People say it.
They do. When they be like, pick one,
she's so well.
Album, they're like, oh, SZA.
Okay, let's stop listening to stupid people. SZA can't sing. What I really want to talk about is number one on your list. Beyonce can't sing?
So, you know, she does a lot of good things in the community. She helps a lot of people. She makes a lot of women and gays happy. And I, you know, when I'm in the club, you know, I get me bodied with the girls. You know, all the ladies to the floor. I'm right there with y'all. I'm, you know, scissor leg, touch your heels, touch your toe. You know, it's a few songs in the club that, you know, but do I personally enjoy her voice? I do not. And when people ask me what it is about her that I do not enjoy, that's it. And a lot of times when I hear her songs, I always am thinking about who would have sang the song better. Who would I preferred to be on this song instead of her?
Okay.
So, you know, I feel like she has to dance and do the extra entertaining at her shows because I do not feel that she has the voice to sustain her.
Are you serious? Okay.
3 hours and say like Toni Braxton or a Whitney Houston or things like that. So that's just
Love on Top.
Toni Braxton or Whitney Houston does not make your case.
I'm just saying if I feel like if she were to just be like I'm just gonna stay in here for 2 or 3 hours, I do not feel like she.
Okay, let's talk
why
about
would she when she has the ability not to?
By Beyonce, one being Halo, and 2 being Love on Top. Like, did you not hear her reach each octave step by step in Love on Top?
No, my ear soaked jean heard a lot of screaming and things like that. That's why you know being heard.
This why y'all full of shit right here. Y'all did it for me real quick. So Kyra went on that whole spiel about how the science don't matter and she don't give a fuck about it. And the first thing she pulled out
right. That's what now you need to hold it too, Kyra. You need to hold it with him.
She's one person. The rest of the motherfuckers on my list.
My point is don't trash the shit and then turn around and use it to make your case. Let's stop that.
Right, so, we gotta keep that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
once again,
I'm not gonna say she's without talent, but you know, to me,
you just said that.
No, it takes a lot of breath control to be able to scream and dance at the same time and not sound out of breath. So she's not without talent, but no, her voice isn't it for me.
So once again, Kyra, you asked earlier why, right? Oh, why you talked about how this is why it's not subjective, because that answer was bullshit. Listen, when you ask somebody is a thing good, right? You're not asking them if they like it. That's what y'all have to get out of y'all head. When we're talking about things that can be tracked, like that's the thing. You're talking about things that's like saying, I believe that the 76ers are a better run organization than the Lakers and they win more. Except for they don't. like they don't.
You know, my hungry ass, I'm gonna equate this to food. Something can be good and you still may not like it.
Right. But you still have, like, literally, I don't like certain people's music, right? Mm-hmm. But I know it's good.
That's what I said about
I just don't like it.
I say she has good songs. She just can't fucking sing.
Well, I think she has good club songs.
That's not, yo. There's no way
you come on in the club. Like, I'm not gonna act like, oh, like it's not no Beyonce song that's gonna get me to the dance floor.
There is no justifiable way to say that Beyonce is not a good singer. That's just fact. I'm sorry, you can't.
I'm not impressed with her vocal ability.
That's fine that you're not, but you're actually.
I can't. So put it this way. I can't lie. I can't say it because it feels like it's right to say.
It's not a lie to say what a thing is. Put it this way. You think Sid is a good singer, right? There's not one song that Sid can sing better than Beyonce. Not one. Not even the ABCs. Okay. Like, it does not matter. Sid knows that. That's why Sid never sings outside of her range. Do you know why? Because she can't. I've seen far too many performances of Sid singing live, and it sounds nothing like the record. Do you know why? Because she's not a very good singer. Beyonce sounds exactly like her record in person. That's how skilled she is.
Well, if I didn't like the record, then I don't care. That doesn't matter if I didn't like it.
It does matter because it's not about what you like.
But that's a talent to make sure you sound like how you sound in the recording versus live. That's the talent that I'm talking about.
It's called programming.
That's, I didn't say she was without talent.
No, you did when you said she can't sing.
No, that's not me saying she's without talent.
But she's a better singer than most of the singers you think are good singers.
Well, didn't we also talk about how,
y'all talked about it.
And not be the best? Like
y'all talked about it.
I mean, if I'm not gonna argue. Like, it's like a terrible thing. Like, oh, okay, if you like her, you love her, and I want people to enjoy her because I know when I go down to my church house, I want to enjoy what I want to enjoy.
Okay, I got one for you. I got one for you. Do you think Kanye West's last album was a good album?
Jesus is King?
Yes.
Yes.
You think it was a good album?
Yes.
Would you say it was better than his best album?
Better than his best album. No, not better than his best album.
Where would you rank it?
You can't ask me to rank Kanye.
Oh, absolutely I can. I just did. Where would you say it's in the middle? Would you say it's top tier? Or would you say it's in the bottom half?
First of all, there is no bottom half of no Kanye albums. There's no bottom half.
You see,
there's the best classics, and then there's like these ones, but there's no like bottom rung.
And that
here's the best discography of anybody. It's the most discussed. Like, it's are you serious?
So that right there, that little thing you just walked into was to let the listeners know that you had no objectivity. That's what
I
that was.
do. I do. I absolutely do. Because
Nothing
I
you
also
said was
said,
objective.
no, because I said I'm not going to throw Kanye in the storytelling category. We're not even going to do that. That's not
Because you know you
right.
couldn't. Like this was like that's like me saying I'm not gonna dunk.
I could have tried it. You know me, I'm a trier. I could have tried it. If you,
There's no trying. There's no trying.
I'm a trier.
Oh Lord.
So let's go back to Tina Marie because
You have no leg to stand on. You said Beyonce. You're in the same pot with her.
hold on, because don't accidentally segue now. Don't accidentally segue now. Kyra, is there anything you'd like to say? Because he's gonna force my hand here.
No, I just think Tina Marie, her voice always sounds like she's gonna crack. I'm just like, that's like, I live next door to legit college kids who do acid, and her voice sounds like the music they play every day around this time.
Why are y'all niggas so disrespectful? God damn.
I'm not saying I don't, like I said, she got a couple bops that I can listen to, you know.
Okay.
But it's just her fucking runs.
Tina Marie is a great singer.
I can't.
She's a great singer.
She's not.
I actually might say she's a better singer than Beyonce.
Exactly. Okay, so
yes, she is.
Wait.
Yes, she is.
She's a what?
Yes, she is.
She's a better singer than Beyonce.
Yes, she is.
Really? So that fucking I wanna let you go back. Like that's literally what she sounds like to me. And I know I sound like straight shit.
Lil Damien, stop.
That fucking like I love the song. Don't get me wrong. I love that what is it? Portuguese say love. Like I love it. I don't think that she should have.
Have you ever heard Fire and Desire?
This is about to go there.
That song?
That is a song for all crack users across the world.
What is with you with the crack tonight?
It's all like they like. First of all, I saw the video of them singing it. I saw the video of them singing it live, and you could first of all they were already coked the fuck out when they were singing it.
I mean,
now
everybody
they're convinced that
was.
they're always on coke when they sing. Period.
It was the 70s and 80s. Everybody was on coke.
It's a lot of disrespect of the day going on right now.
Marvin Gaye sounded good.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye's a great singer.
And he did coke, probably.
Yes, absolutely.
So you telling me that because it was the 70s and 80s that makes up for the fact that she was such a shitty singer?
No, she was a great singer. That's you keep intersecting at the wrong time.
I'm just gonna listen. I'm gonna write a love letter to myself when I die, right? And I want you to read it at my funeral, and it's gonna say, Tina Marie fucking sucks.
And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play Portuguese Love when they carry your ass out of there.
No,
they will usher you off the fucking stage. Okay,
we're gonna play Fire and Desire, and we're gonna act a fool.
Right.
We're gonna act a fool right in front of your coffin.
I'm gonna have my hair braided like Rick James. You got me fucked up.
I will haunt you for the rest of your life,
ma'am. Right.
This is crazy.
Woo!
When y'all put me in the ground as I turn myself into a tree, those are the words that you have to say. As soon as I'm in the ground, as soon as you drop my tree body in the ground, I want you to say, Tina Marie is ass. And then that's it.
Never gonna do it.
I can rest in peace and flourish into a beautiful tree.
You know what? I promise you I will, and I'm not going to. So, but you won't know because you're gone. So,
I'll twerk for you while the Tina Marie plays. You
do it when I'm on my deathbed.
Okay. Y'all trying to look. I would be so embarrassed. Oh my God.
Something wrong with y'all.
Something wrong with you.
There's something wrong with you people.
Something wrong with you for sure.
So okay, let me go ahead and two and two together here. Tina Marie can't sing according to one person, but Tina Marie has a song. Some people feel like Beyonce doesn't have a song, and I feel like because we talked about the Tina Marie song, it's Fire and Desire. It's Fire and Desire.
It's a couple.
I mean, I feel like it's a couple that maybe are a little bit more subjective, but that Fire and Desire, that thing, that's it.
Remember the episode of Martin?
What is the Beyonce song? Because while, you know what I'm saying, even I will get me bodied, you know what I'm saying, like Crazy in Love, but I mean, I don't know, because I mean, I don't think that that's like these everybody, like, you know.
Nah.
It's a certain sect of people.
Yeah.
But it's not everybody.
Yeah.
Y'all really gonna do this?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm sorry.
Y'all really about to do this?
Especially for what you did to Tina Marie. Matter of fact, I'm not sorry. Like, yeah, this is.
So we really gonna sit here and act like Beyonce doesn't have a song on the same tier as a Billie Jean or a Purple Rain?
Yes.
Correct.
We're not acting. We're doing it.
Correct.
That makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me because I'm assuming that your points are the fact that Beyonce predominantly caters to women and the gays.
Well, not predominantly, only. Yes.
And that's not true.
She literally does not make music for anybody else.
Just because those seem to be like her major demographic doesn't mean that she caters her music to that. Because that's the case, then Rihanna also caters her music to women and gays. But that doesn't stop men from playing.
I'm going there. We're gonna get there. Don't worry, we're gonna get there.
Like that doesn't stop them from playing their music. Like Thriller is worldwide, and I'm gonna sit here and say that I don't think there isn't a song or a video that's ever gonna top Thriller, in my opinion. So I don't think that anyone should ever compare any music to that particular song.
That's actually fair.
However, I think Billie Jean is such a bop that whenever it plays, people get up, they're gonna dance to it, they're gonna move to it, they're gonna sing the song. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Purple Rain. So why can't we say the same thing in regard to Beyonce when it comes to Crazy in Love, Single Ladies, Run the World, and 7-Eleven? Like those are her top 4 out of a variety of music that, I mean, Crazy in Love is still one of the songs that's played even almost 20 years later. When did it come out? In 2003 or something like that? So it's like 17 years. Yeah, so 17 years or something. And then, you know, it's still being played. People still fucking doing the uh-oh to this day.
Oh, right. And I'm going there also. So Beyonce has the biggest cult following fan base there ever was. But what I mean by that is like that usually applies to smaller artists. Like we was talking about Currency a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Currency has a cult following. So he has a demographic of people who he makes his music for and who follow his music. His music, though it goes, it does not go outside of those people. Unless you're actually a Currency person or fan, you don't really consume his music. So it's like the reason she doesn't have like all right, 7-Eleven isn't even that old. I don't even believe 7-Eleven is like 4 years old now.
I don't think so.
Right. And I can't tell you the last time I've heard it outside of somebody deliberately playing it. So the point is, like, these records, it's not that we're saying these records aren't big. She's the biggest artist in the world. Of course her records are big. But literally her music never has an unintended effect. Like, she didn't make the song for these people, and then these people was like, fuck it, I like this song. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That never happens. Most people that like Beyonce's music, her most popular songs, are Beyonce's fans. Or some form, like, for me, the records I like in her catalog, most of her fans don't like as much as I do. You see what I'm saying? For and Beyonce. Those to me are her best 2 albums, like from top to bottom. Mm-hmm. But, you know, for a bunch of different reasons. You know, so it's not saying that her music is not played everywhere, like as like all her friends around the world are not listening to her music. But when you say Billie Jean, that song resonates with everybody. Like Single Ladies does not resonate with everybody.
It does, though. It does. Whether you want to admit it or not, it does.
There's never
it absolutely does. And I don't care if you think that Single Ladies only played in weddings or whatever the case may be, where people typically.
I'm not saying that.
No, I'm just saying, like, I mean, that was an argument that people had made at one point, that Single Ladies only played at this particular time and you don't really hear it outside of that. Cool. Also, Thriller is only played at one particular time outside of when it originally came out, and you really hear it outside of that.
No.
So you can counter me all day long, but like the end of the day is for those of us who are Beyonce fans, not Beyonce fans, because personally I like Beyonce, but I wouldn't consider myself a fan. But for me, her music does go beyond the realm of just her demographic of who she makes music for. It goes further than just women who enjoy dancing and being single, and women who enjoy singing about fucking their boyfriends or husbands or whatever the case. But like it is on that level. When you hear Single Ladies, when you hear Run the World, like people automatically associate that with Beyonce, the same as if you would say, I heard, like, so as soon as you say Billie Jean or Thriller, they automatically associate it. When the beat drops for each of those songs, you know who it is and you know what the song is, whether you like her or like him or not.
But but see, that's the thing. We're not really talking about knowledge. It's not, once again, nobody's saying that we don't know what Beyonce is, that we don't understand who she is. But my point is, just like you said, those songs may come on, and the difference in Billie Jean and those songs is people turn those songs off. Don't turn Billie Jean off. Everybody's got a story, especially if you're our age. We came up when that song was out. So now there's a nostalgic value added to it. It's sort of like rap today versus rap yesterday. The problem with rap today is it can't have the nostalgic value because we don't consume the music the way we used to.
We don't consume the music the same because our music isn't often being pressed onto vinyl. You know, like we have streaming services, we can consume hundreds of songs in a day and not digest them like how we did growing up when we had to sit to the radio and record it on a tape. But that doesn't take away from the fact that like her music is still up there. Like her music is still being streamed on the same level as if it was on vinyl.
It is by the people she bent it for. We're like, there's a bunch of us that aren't.
But you also mentioned the nostalgic value from it. We grew up on Thriller, we grew up on Michael Jackson, but like our kids and our nieces and nephews who are 10, 12 years younger than us are actually growing up on the Beyonce. So where's the nostalgic value for them in relation to that song? For us to say that she doesn't have a Billie Jean, she doesn't have a Purple Rain.
So I think you kind of made a point. So like we grew up on Thriller, but the thing is the kids now still know Thriller. Thriller is going to be played, as we know, like it's a holiday song. It is now an official holiday song. And for the next 30, 50 years, it's going to be a holiday song. In 30 years, I don't see Single Ladies still being, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, maybe a quirky DJ here and there at a wedding, right. But like
But wouldn't that staple it as a wedding song then? So if we're stapling Thriller as a holiday song, wouldn't Single Ladies be stapled as a wedding song?
Yes and no, because like it's not gonna be played in my wedding. So right.
And I was thinking, I don't think she meant it like Thriller was a holiday song. It's also a holiday song. Put it this way. This is like, it's not just nostalgic value for Thriller, because what is it? 2020, right?
The video.
In 2017, it was awarded another plaque because it's still selling more than most records. Like, that's what I mean. Like, if you actually track, there's a reason Beyonce puts out as much music as she does versus a Rihanna. You went to Rihanna earlier, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rihanna also has a target demographic. The problem is her music is done so well that people like it any fucking way. So those same Beyonce songs that I don't like because they weren't meant for me, I'm bopping to them when Rihanna did them. Because there's something, she's a little better as an artist. Probably because she's not as talented. You know, it's sort of like Meg is the better rapper than Cardi by 5 miles.
Okay.
But Cardi makes better music because she's not as good as Meg. So she relies on other people more. Rihanna had to rely on other people more because she wasn't as talented. And the result is her shit goes off everywhere with everybody. Niggas don't turn Rihanna off. And she has a song for everybody. The problem is, it's not that the Beyonce songs couldn't reach, like Beyonce couldn't reach everybody, but her songs are so specific that, you know, honestly, a lot of guys don't even feel like they can listen to them.
Well, name that song that Rihanna did for everybody. That one song that she did for everybody that Beyonce apparently.
There's a few of them. Remember, she did that remix to Bands and Make Her Dance. It ended up as Pour It Up. Mm-hmm. Everybody loved that song. That song goes off everywhere. I mean, people like it's literally a song that everybody's like, yeah, I fuck with that song. Mm-hmm. Which, you know, direct comparison to that song would be in Beyonce's catalog, 7-Eleven.
I was getting ready to say 7-Eleven is that.
But 7-Eleven doesn't go with everybody. Pour It Up goes with everybody. Bitch Better Have My Money. There's nobody that don't like that record. It's literally, it lives everywhere and everybody consumes it. It's Beyonce has billions of fans who look at Beyonce shows. Like I said, you brought up Rihanna as the comparison. The difference is Rihanna shows look exactly the same, but her music reaches. It's still going beyond the show. Beyonce shows are one-dimensional. Look at her crowd. Versus go look at your favorite rapper's crowd, Drake or somebody like that. It's a mixture of people. Mm-hmm. It's a bunch of different people in that space because they all came to see that music. Like, you know, so that's where we're going with this. You know, it's not that Beyonce doesn't have the ability to reach, but she made a very concerted effort to only make certain songs.
And that can be all fine and well, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have that song. Like that's like I hear everything that you're saying, but for me, it still says that she still has that reach, that one song. So like, okay, so Crazy in Love is one of those songs.
Not what would you categorize me? What demographic would you categorize me as?
A misogynist.
Okay.
It's like
let's go with that. Let's stick there.
No, I'm kidding.
Do you believe the misogynists are listening to Beyonce?
But I also don't think they listen to Rihanna either.
They are. Them niggas are. And it's the biggest contradiction shit out there. But they are.
Rihanna has a song with Future. I think that's a big, like, Beyonce doesn't have no songs with no rappers. Like, we don't want to hear her and her husband. We are tired of her outside of her husband. Like,
she has that one song with like I said, I'm not a fan of Beyonce, so all y'all Beyonce fans of the Beehive, like, don't come for me. But she does have like a mix or something with Drake and DJ Khaled.
Okay,
you talking about that terrible Top Back song?
It don't matter what the fuck it is. It's a song with these two niggas that y'all seeing that like, okay, Rihanna has this with Future that makes her fucking here, but Beyonce also has, you know, Drake who reaches a larger capacity.
What's the song?
As well as DJ song. I already told you, I'm not a Beyonce fan. Nobody asked me questions.
I mean, but that kind of it's we don't remember the song, and I don't even.
I think that's the point.
That's like it's not a memorable song. It's not a song.
It's not, first of all, Danny, it's not memorable for you because you really
you are a Beyonce hater. That's true.
Wait, and I don't listen to Beyonce. That is correct, but I would at least say like I go out. I like to dance, and I can tell you what songs I do hear compared to don't. I don't hear 7-Eleven. I don't hear Crazy in Love. Like that one summer when she did the. What song was it?
The Step Dance, the remake of.
I heard that last year, but like okay, but I definitely didn't hear no Beyonce and Drake song getting played like this. This is it.
That Rihanna and Future song.
Like, I give me body.
What's the name of that song? I don't remember it.
Love song.
Love and Affection.
Yeah, like that was a.
That was a hood nigga love song, a fuck nigga love song.
Well, right,
but that's what the niggas fuck with Rihanna. Rihanna is like a hood nigga. She smoke weed. We know she for real twerking. We know she out here doing hood rat things. With
Beyonce hopped on that trade after Rihanna was doing it for years.
So it's like I don't know. Like
think about it. Rihanna got edgy Rihanna got more and more edgy at the start of her career.
Yeah.
Beyonce did that at the back half, and that was after it already became a thing to do so.
She also came from a girl group where they had an image of, you know,
and then her first song was her shaking her ass. So she got rid of that very quickly. That's what I'm saying. So like the girl group got off her very fast. She got rid of Destiny's Child faster than anybody gets rid of a group. I mean, partly because we all knew she was the far more talented person in the group. So we knew she wasn't staying along. I mean,
a lot of people.
I think that had to do with like her being conventionally prettier than the other in the group.
I mean, no,
outside of Kelly, because for me, Kelly, it's always been Kelly for me.
More talented than Beyonce?
I prefer Kelly's voice over Beyonce's voice.
That is somebody definitely. And yesterday there was
Don't think Michelle can sing better than
a lot of people. Someone literally said that I like Kelly better than Beyonce, and I was like, I'm talking about this tomorrow. And
once again,
yes, because now I got Kelly rolling. Like,
it's right. And at no point did I say that I didn't like Beyonce and I didn't like her voice or anything like that. I just said I prefer Kelly's voice over Beyonce. I listen to more Kelly tracks than I do.
Yes, I see. Yes.
I like Kelly. Yes. I like Kelly as an artist. I like Kelly as an artist better than Beyonce as well. But I know that she can sing nowhere near as well as Beyonce can.
I'm not saying that she could. I didn't say that. You don't even have a seizure. Jeez.
I am, because I thought that's what you said.
All right. No, don't stop, Kyra.
All I said was I preferred her.
Oh, that's fine. But I said
it has nothing to do with who's the better singer, who's more talented.
Well, I said Beyonce was more talented. You was like, nah. Like,
no, I didn't say that.
No, she said she liked Kelly.
I said I preferred Kelly. I said I preferred her voice.
I said the point. Remember, I made the point that she went first from the girl group because she was the most talented one.
Yeah, and I said then also had something to do with the fact that she was conventionally prettier, especially back then where colorism was made not really as prevalent as it is now, but where we didn't think too much of seeing a lighter skinned woman in the front of a group. It was like the norm. Right. So her breaking off as the lighter one of the group wasn't going to be an unusual thing in the early 2000s. Now, it'd have been different probably now in this current climate. Like, we were like, fuck out of here. Like, it was 4 dark-skinned girls and 1 light-skinned bitch, and you think that we're going to listen to you over the dark-skinned chick? Like, it's just, it ends up being a whole different thing after that.
Well, right. And while that is an accurate point, because at that time in the industry, that's when, like, the colorism way out of control. Like, we can say that, and still the fact is that Beyonce was the far talented artist in the group.
We could. However, she would have had to like significantly prove herself a little bit more, I think, in this climate than she would have then. Because let's be real, in early 2000s, she wouldn't have had to sing a fucking lick. Like I said, rest in peace to Aaliyah. She couldn't sing shit, but she was light skinned and she was pretty.
Oh my God.
And she was produced by Timbaland.
Still.
Because that matters. That absolutely matters.
I mean, do you think Beyonce has anything on the level of Prince or Michael or even Queen? We Are the Champions or DJ Khaled? All we do is win. Like, is she even up there with them?
Once again.
Because when all of those people that you named, they have like a sports arena song. Like, I guess that's the ultimate top tier. Like, you know what I'm saying? And there's no Beyonce song that I can think of if I'm watching the Cowboys game and we're winning and I'm about to stand up and throw shit at my TV. Like, I just don't know what's gonna make me like want to chuck a beer and be like, hell yes.
I mean,
does it have to be that though in order for it to be a top tier song? Because Thriller is something you're not playing Thriller when your team fucking win.
That's not true. Thriller gets played at games, and the point that she's trying to make is that the songs exist in a whole bunch of places that they weren't made to exist necessarily. That's the point. It's like we're saying these songs get played no matter what the occasion is, no matter who's giving the occasion, they're going to be on the playlist. That's the point. Beyonce is going to be played on a playlist specific.
Well, I rather agree to disagree because I think you're fucking wrong. And there's probably people out there that will agree with me, and there's going to be people that.
Oh, I mean, of course. Like some people are very much gonna be, you know, in their feelings and stuff.
Of course, especially the stands. You know, Beyonce, the Beehive.
But you know, I don't see. The thing is, I don't even. The Beehive is the problem with this conversation.
There we go.
Because you can't objectively discuss her. We've objectively discussed every other artist that came before us. But we are literally not allowed to. I just sat here and trashed Kanye's last couple albums because they were trash. So, you know, how were we ever making the case that we can do that, but we can't be real over here? That's all. Beyonce's fans are the reason these comparisons get made. I mean, for real. Because it's like, literally, she just be minding her business, putting out her music, and then they start making claims. This is better than Thriller. She's bigger than Michael Jackson. You know, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you didn't need to do that.
Right.
You did not need to do that. It's like, literally, they have painted a target on her back. Again, Rihanna's fans are a bit crazy, but they're not out here defending anything Rihanna puts up.
They're staying in their lane.
Beyonce fans and Kanye fans are going to go with anything that artist puts out.
Can we say the same thing for Barb's?
Who?
Barb's.
No, I'm gonna keep it honest with you. They don't belong in that conversation.
Okay.
Nicki is not that caliber of artist, and her fans really don't matter. To be honest with you,
Nicki is not that caliber of artist.
No, I wouldn't even disrespect Beyonce and Kanye by putting them next to her.
Right, people with actual number ones and such.
She doesn't have any good music in her catalog. That's how Cardi was able to come out and take over the game like she did.
Right.
We were starting for anybody that was actually good at this.
Actual number ones. The ones apparently, and even 6ix9ine said the one with him didn't count. Like he would have been number one. So don't bring it up. Don't bring it up, Barb's. Don't bring it up.
Barb's.
Songs with snitches a feature on your own song.
Like,
I mean, bro, like Nicki existed at a time where there was nobody else around. She got a whole bunch of bullshit off. That's her fans don't count.
Yeah, but her fans are. I mean, they're equally as wild as Beyonce fans.
Nah, they're at least. Oh no! I'm not gonna do that to the Beehive either. At least they are emboldened by somebody who's worthy. The bars are just jumping up just to jump.
But to them, that is their person. You know, let's be like, we've all read the comments in the blogs. And the Barbs go fucking nuts. You post a picture of Meek Mill or you post a picture of his tweet or something, and the Barbs will literally come and attack the fuck out of him and anybody who seemingly had beef with her or whatever for no reason.
So they act crazy, but I think what we're saying is like they don't have a lane. At least Beyonce and Kanye fans have a lane. We have music, we have numbers, we have facts and reasons and things that we can say. What do y'all have the wigs? What do y'all have the wigs? Some of these wigs y'all could have kept. Like, honestly.
That is so disrespectful.
I mean,
all she got is wigs. You know, the shade of it all.
And a couple gowns. Some wigs and some
pretty dresses.
Nobody wants to hear Nicki Minaj's music, bro. Like, I'm sorry. It's not good. It never was. That's why I'm telling you, Cardi was able to come out with just one album and run her off. And then May came in right behind her. Nicki can't get her spot back. She can't even get back in the top 5.
No.
Because we don't want to listen to that shit that she calls music. She came out and she went straight pop while trying to be the best rapper. And it don't work. It don't work.
She is pretty much the Eminem of female rappers.
You know what? I can't even do that because at least I can say I don't like that nigga music, but like he's very skilled. He's skilled enough to the point where I have to acknowledge it.
The content.
Like there's songs that I don't like, but I know what they mean to the culture. Beam me up, Scotty. Like, come on, man. Like she get
Piggy.
Who?
Itty bitty bitty.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. Like, come on, man.
I love that song.
You can like it. I'm not saying you can't like it, but it don't belong in no discussion that's actually serious.
I mean, I'm also not a Nicki stan either. So.
No, I mean, clearly, because I just came for her. You couldn't have been the way I just read her.
Oh, yeah.
Just let me. Like, no.
I mean, yeah.
No, well, speaking of Eminem, Rihanna does have a song with Eminem and Wale. Also a song with Drake that we remember. Nerd, Kanye, Jay-Z, Jeezy. She just has more rap songs. Like, I don't know. Like, she has more hood niggas.
So she's more of a transcendent artist.
What's that word you just used?
Shut the fuck up.
What is that word you say again? That's what I was looking. Yes. Oh my God. That's it.
I hate him so much. I'm still gonna stand 10 toes down and say that Beyonce has.
Now, Beyonce does have that song with a bill. Let's not act like she don't have songs with rappers.
With who?
A mill. Y'all don't remember that song?
See, this name is trying to be fucking smart.
And it was a good song though. Listen. It was right before a mill fell off the bat. Like it was her one solo Rockefeller project. Y'all don't remember that Beyonce song?
I told you I am not a Beyonce fan.
Okay.
Like there
are
songs I like by her, but I cannot tell you a time that I've actively searched for her music.
Oh no!
Even when Black is King came out, I haven't listened to it.
You know, I love now. Listen, I actually like her music. The Homecoming album I still listen to that.
That's why this is really hilarious because he literally does listen to the music. I see that.
I need for him to say that niggas don't listen to Beyonce, but he's a nigga that listens to Beyonce. Like,
he definitely only listens to like album cuts on Beyonce. Like,
yeah, I don't.
Regardless, though.
I don't listen to the ones you're talking about.
He literally stood on this pedestal and said, "Niggas don't listen to Beyonce," but he is in fact a nigga.
Let's point out the fact that I listen to everybody because I'm a producer.
I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Right.
End of the day, you made a strong stand.
I listened to that horrible Kanye album.
Okay, that was good how you tried to shade my church. Okay, but and not to say you don't shade my God while I might help you. So when you are with your homies and y'all like 3 and 4 deep in the whip, do you play Beyonce then?
No.
Okay.
No.
But you play Rihanna.
Yeah.
With 4 niggas in the car.
I have played when Bitch Better Have My Money come on.
And y'all be in there singing it like a bunch of...
I mean, we started telling stripper stories. I remember...
Is y'all on your way to a lick or something like that? Like...
Shaky butts? Like, that's y'all was on your way to?
I remember it came on one time we was in LA. It came on in the car and like literally there was me and 3 other guys in the car. And we were literally we spent the whole song talking about how we wish we produced that song.
That's a different aspect of it, though.
We never did that to Beyonce. Like, I've been in the car with them niggas a lot.
I'm fucking
doing hood rat things. So when you do hood rat things with your friends,
oh man,
that's what y'all do. All right. Well, to all the various churches and church communities that we've offended this evening,
oh my God.
You know, the thoughts here expressed do not represent the thoughts of all the derelicts. Brittany, our bad, maybe, but probably not. You know, Ari, thank you for letting us kind of disrespect your church a little bit. We're not apologizing to the Barbs though. Like,
hell no.
We not. No. Like,
for y'all.
We not.
I actually listen to Beyonce's music.
Right. See.
You know what's so funny? Nicki is not on any playlists of mine.
Because her music sucks. That's why.
For real, when her shit comes on, I skip it.
I mean, now I'm not skipping Monster because
I skip her verse.
I have to listen to Monster, but you know it's default. That's the default Nicki. That
is one of the most overrated verses in rap history.
It has become. It definitely has. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that is episode 5. Thank you all so much for listening and watching. We are everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, the Derelict Collective. You ain't got to go home, but you know the rest. Thank you so much.
See you next time.
I almost said something super rude to you.
London wants some shit.